You listen to Trap Cryto, and I'm about to give you 5 good reasons that you need to invest in Shiba today. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I probably could be, though. Anyway, I've made some money. Not a fortune yet. It's coming. Okay. So 5 good reasons to invest in the Shiba Inu today. Like right now, if you got it. Don't spend more than you're willing to lose. But this is not gambling. It is investing. All right? So, have you ever heard the term follow the smart money? That means do what the billionaires are doing. Literally. Millionaires and billionaires. In investing, that's a rule. Follow the smart money. It's like listening to the teacher in class. The smart money has insight. The smart money has been around. The smart money has goals. They have more to lose. There's a lot of good reasons to follow the smart money. Only argument I have with it is that it won't always make you rich because you have to take a little bit more risk. There's a lot more risk involved with getting yourself from the bottom to the middle or near the top. But once you get something to protect in a certain amount of wealth or money to protect, then you definitely want to keep your eye on the smart money to protect that money. But anyway, in this case, you want to follow the smart money because SHIB is being gobbled up by the smart money. And it's been doing so. They've been doing so for probably about the last 5 months. There's many articles that's come out about Ethereum whales buying up SHIB. Whales buying up SHIB. You Google it. I'm not going to read an article this time. I'm just going to give you 5 good reasons to buy SHIB today. Do your own research anyway. How do you know I'm reading? So you should do your own research anyway. Ethereum whales and whales, big money, hundreds of millions, millions of dollars, billions of dollars in whale money, smart money, has been spent on SHIB in the last few months. That's the first reason. They know something that everybody else doesn't know. And they're not just buying Shiba just because it's called Shiba. They're buying it because they believe and they have some insight on the direction that it's going. Number 2, the community is very strong. The Shiba army stood with 10 toes down for at least, I got in May 2021, I think. The first batch of millionaires were made around that time when all the FOMO hit, when Elon went on, it's marked in my mind by Elon going on Saturday Night Live with Dogecoin. And he, it kind of got wrecked after that. Some people say he kind of bombed on the show and it wasn't a good presentation, or Dogecoin sank and Shiba blew up. Shiba hit crypto.com almost overnight. It took a while to get to Coinbase, but now it's on Coinbase, Robinhood. I mean, it's jumped through every hoop. But once I found out Vitalik Buterin was involved, which is, if you don't know, Ethereum is basically the host of all of these tokens, altcoins. You have Binance and you have Ethereum. It's the blockchain and host. It supports even Bitcoin, Ethereum. And Vitalik Buterin is one of the developers in that in that group that created and run Ethereum. Hoskinson, I believe that's how you pronounce it. David Hutchinson is one of the co-founders and developers of Ethereum, also, and he owns Cardano, which is going to be bringing out smart contracts and whatnot. But anyway, Vitalik Buterin is also a developer of Shiba Inu. But once I found out that fact back in May 2021, I was all in. Because I go by developers, market cap, not hype so much. Once I hear the hype, then I need to just get more information. I didn't want to just head dive, FOMO in, whatnot. So Vitalik Buterin is a developer of this token, which let me know it was not a game, a joke type deal. It was going to be a serious project. And so far, Shiba has done better than Bitcoin. Yeah, go do the math. Shiba has done better than Bitcoin in the short amount of time. But it's a meme. It started as a meme coin. So, I mean, the hype is going to attract more than just your average retail investor. You're looking at children, and not necessarily little kids, but like, teenagers all the way up to adults are interested in making money or making more money or, retiring early, etc. We were always looking for a way. And once the news flashed that people was, you know, being made rich by this token, it kind of rolled the wave of Dogecoin perfectly, all the way up to the point, to its peak. And then when Dogecoin went to crash, Sheep took off like lightning flash in the sky out of nowhere. And Shiba is still its number one token. No disrespect to Bitcoin. We always have to pay homage. That's how it began it all. But Shiba, wow, what do you say? It was the most underrated, underestimated. All of the meme type tokens have been hated on and underestimated, but Shiba has broke the mold, proven everybody wrong that wanted to take a dump on it. I remember I was in, and I had other tokens and I believed in other projects, but I also believed in Shiba because I knew one thing: you don't bet against the people, And when this is this is the people's coin. This is the people's coin. And you don't bet against the people. Everybody want to suppress and oppress, not necessarily on purpose, but they want to be with the smart money. And unfortunately, the big dogs have not necessarily, in my opinion, looked out for the people. Well, you get, companies saying, well, people should be more educated. We're not. Well, maybe. The point is, Shiba is a token for the people. It didn't have all the sophisticated elements that made it all complex and diverse where people had to understand it. You understood that this token represented financial freedom, a way out, and also a currency that could be traded amongst peers and people. And it's a digital currency, so it's also serving and servicing the crypto community. The whole crypto community is bringing people that wouldn't know about maybe Bitcoin, but they wouldn't know about all these other coins. It drove interest. So the community token, it's the people's token, the people's choice. I'm talking about the masses, not the 2%, retail investors, 3%, whatever. The small amount of retail investors that are, we chase our dollars in the markets. That's not what Shiba represents. Shiba represents the people. Shiba represents the underdog getting a chance. Regular people go out and work hard all day. And it's not that, investors like myself, I'm both, I'm working and I'm an investor, so I understand both sides. I'm the masses and I'm the majority and the minority, so I'm, striving to go up on the one side, but I don't want to lose the balance. And I was the cloth I was. Hopefully, it holds up because it's hard to not change. I guess you're going to change, but you don't want to lose yourself or lose a part of yourself. What benefit does it give you to gain everything that you dreamed of, but lose the best part of yourself? Lose the part that connects to others like yourself, to become something that is, that's not real, artificial, because you always going to represent your past and your present. And not too many can go from poor to rich in this lifetime. Why not stay connected? Why would you want to forget? So this is the people's token, the people's coin. Number two, that's number two. I love the community. I love what it represents. I love Shiba almost from the gate because of what it represents. I saw it long way out. And even after people was like, how did it do that? I understood it long time ago. I said, it's the people. This had nothing to do with retail investors. They wondering, where did this million X's come from? I think one of the people that early investors put down $30 and wound up with 300 million or something like that. So it did a 10 million X. And they said, where did that come from? Those are gains that can't even be dreamt of in investing. I mean, it happens, but not really. 10 million X, 10 million times your money. You've never heard of it. So my number three is Shiba probably has more adoption than Bitcoin, and it's accepted in almost every part of this planet. I'm going to ask you and offer you the opportunity to go do your own research on that. I've been following this token since the beginning, so you oblige me and meet me in the comments, and I would love to hear your arguments if you have any. But more so, I would like for you to go ahead and get educated and check it out. The adoption for Shiba is surreal, to say the least. So the adoption, and that's no diss to Bitcoin, that's paying, pay homage, no problem. But Shiba's adoption is becoming vastly far more adopted than Bitcoin. Because people under, the business recognizes business and good business. So since the people has chosen Shiba, of course, business is choosing Shiba. That's number three. Number four, everybody always complain about, well, the tokenization, you're never going to get rid of a quadrillion tokens. Well, it's a number, like 1 and 2. So if you can get rid of 1 and 2, then you can get rid of a quadrillion. Well, that would be to say nothing without saying this. Shiba has burns that has already reduced the supply of it by billions. Billions. So that quadrillion is coming down. And that theme of making it to $1 or a penny or 10 cents or $10, who knows? I mean, that just could happen. It sounds crazy when you're talking about a quadrillion tokens, 4 Satoshis over with a 1 and a 6 following, getting to 1 with a decimal and then a number, or $2 or $4. It becomes real with these burns. I don't know if reflections have been implemented yet, but it does have burns. So although you're not gaining in tokens, the supply is shortening, which is causing a scarcity, or less tokens, the more value. And that's how Bitcoin, I'll have a moment of homage here and we'll talk about Bitcoin. That's how Bitcoin holds its value, is because there's only 24 million of them. I believe 3 or 4 million was lost in a burn wallet and they're gone forever. So it's only 21 million Bitcoins. And then it has a halving event that happens every 4 years, which reduces the supply of the miners mining. I'm going to offer you opportunity to go and educate yourself on that. That's good information if you're going to be in this sector of investing, to know, because you're going to need to know about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the big mama or big papa. It's the universe of this crypto. So you want to know about Bitcoin. But anyway, Shiba has burns that's going to reduce the supply. Also, you have staking. I didn't enjoy the staking. I staked for a while, and I didn't see a big, but I'm not knocking it. It is what it is. Maybe I just didn't educate myself. At that time, I was in Shiba deep, but I also had some Safe Moon at that time. And what I recognized was that I like reflections. That's one thing about Safe Moon I loved. Safe Moon offered you reflections are when the token is sold or whenever it trades on the market, a certain amount goes to the holders of that. There's a fee, and that those tokens that are charged, they go to the holders split for free. I mean, not free, but because you're a holder, because you're a member, basically. It's a perk of membership. And I was like, I like that. And now more and more reflections have popped up. It beats staking and farming. Come on, man. I'm supposed to give you my tokens and just let them sit over there when, no, I bought them to have and I want to protect them. So I can't, no, I never liked the staking and farming. I didn't like that. It's cool. It's like a bank loaning out money. I got it. But a bank has insurance and security. You don't. If something happened in the middle of that staking or farming, you get an incident or a problem, you're in trouble. So there's a no for me on that staking situation. I don't like staking and I don't like farming. Maybe I don't understand them as much as I should. And I'll meet you in the comment section. Please educate me. I appreciate it. That's what this community is all about. Okay, so the burns is going to reduce the supply. That's the number 4 reason you should invest in Shiba right now. This is not financial advice. First of all, this is 2 friends of a community having a conversation. All right. So, my number 5 reason for owning the token Shiba Inu is going to be because of its independence. Shiba has exploded when the market was up, when the market was declining. It doesn't depend on, not solely yet. I mean, not the way the other tokens have been completely vulnerable to what Bitcoin does. Shiba has had its moments of explosions independently, and because it's preset to dominate. It doesn't mean that it's better than any other token. I got other tokens that I really dig the utility, and I think that I'll talk about them. I'm gonna do one for each one, but I wanted to kick it off with Shiba because Shiba's real. Shiba's for the people. Shiba's on the ground. And it's in the air. Shiba's technically already on the moon. It's trying to get to the next galaxy and whatnot, and it's gonna do it. But my number 5 reason is because Shiba is preset to dominate and do what it did before, and it's also independent. It's been very explosive throughout its whole entire since inception. It's been explosive. It did numbers that no other token has done. I think the potential has has only increased. I think I know the holders have increased, and we're just waiting for the next takeoff. Whenever there's some media that and it's only going to increase when the market is back on. Once the market gets rid of all these clouds that's hanging over it, recession and all of these depressing FOMC meetings and stuff like that. We'll talk about that. Things that got to do with the economy, world news, wars and stuff like that. All of that type of stuff. And it's summer. So a lot of retailers have been on vacation. But once all of that blows over, because it all affects what happens as well. All of those are ingredients in this. So it's not like it's going to do whatever it's going to do, irregardless of anything. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's shown its potential to act independent and not be, most coins and tokens would have froze by now. They would have been done. But Shiba's been pumping, It's took a dive. When Bitcoin dove, everything dove. That's it. So that's why I said you got to learn Bitcoin. But I appreciate your time. I thank you for listening. I thank you if you subscribed. I appreciate it. Thank you. I thank you for your likes. And I hope you have a blessed, good day. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace. It's the Bear Trap. We keep it bull over here because eventually them bears always get trapped.